The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Herbert going to go to the air right away. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Finding room at midfield, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. This defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. They'll start with the option. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
Touchdown, Falcons! Well, this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, and it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no way he was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Charger drive about to get going. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Herbert on first down now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And again, Herbert forced out to his left. Herbert has it knocked free, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down. Walker now at 1st and 10. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The Falcons at 4-3, a game over 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. McKenzie now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Buying time to his left. He finds his target, Allen. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Herbert back to the air. To him as he's taken down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert, going deep here for Taylor. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Jonathan Taylor, 38 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2nd and 11. Throwing right, and that's complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. You don't see this often. The quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What?
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Kenneth Walker with a 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards, but he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. On first down, it's Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Herbert throwing again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. He's going up top for Taylor. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They're going to try and throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll set up to throw. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. McManus now for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker, finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for L.A. 46 7 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage. So he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Straight ahead, Walker. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They go play action here on 1st down. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. 2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now young wk8, who of course used to kick for the Chargers, on for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon. interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates,
there he goes, left side. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. Ken Walker, 66 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. McKenzie now from his end zone. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A.J. Brown, 68 yards. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure unbounded joy after that.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
174 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all-time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's a big-time play right there.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Walker. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right there.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Their mobile quarterback doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Falcons get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Crew able to connect on the extra point. These guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. McKenzie now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air, eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. To the air again, Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Coming down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. How about that? Their quarterback. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jonathan Taylor, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
A pitch comes to Walker. And some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kenneth Walker, 48 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Koo for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert shuts off this, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And now here's another interception. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And this is caught by Evans. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Ready?
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Falcons,
they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father.